Joining me now is Michigan Congresswoman Debbie Dingell, a member of the House Energy and Commerce and Natural Resources Committees, as well as the Select Subcommittee on the Coronavirus Pandemic. Congresswoman, great to see you again. Thanks so much for joining me. Your reaction to what you just heard and to this vote?
She looked like her last name is Dingell. I don't know what that means, but she does kind of look like her last name is Dingell. Like if somebody told me her last name was Dingell and I just met her, I'd be like, makes sense. Makes sense.
Look, I think that yesterday's vote is a continued politicization of going after various secretaries. I actually have a great deal of respect for our Attorney General. I do not think he was playing games. I think there was an investigation. He did not find cause. Republicans didn't like the outcome. And I would really ask us, Maria, on all sides, we had to stop, we had to take a deep breath and stop politicizing people that are in public service. This is a gotcha moment, really. It's not going to go anywhere. We need to be working together on a lot of bipartisan issues that need us working together to solve a lot of problems.
And I think a lot of people feel that way. I agree with you on some level for sure. But have you told the FBI that? I mean, do you think that there's been a political attack on President Trump since he first entered Washington in 2015?
I think that...
What's the answer?
You know, I have to say this to you.
What's the answer? Has President Trump been attacked politically because he's President Trump? Because he's Trump, has he been attacked politically?
Well,
and it's unfair.
I think there are a lot of political attacks on a lot of people.
No, I'm asking about Donald Trump. What about Trump?
Well, President Trump does some things that I have had issues with. You know it.
I like Maria. She's a boss. She like, yo, answer my question. No, I'm talking about Trump. Answer Trump. You're dancing. Answer Trump. No, you didn't answer yet. Trump. I'm talking about Trump. Trump. Don't make me come across that daggone table, lady. Maria looked like she's about to choke Dingell. Look like Dingell might catch these hands before she leave about the studio.
Two of us have had interesting spars, but we do it directly with each other. As
what specifically?
I think he does some things. I think the way that he goes after people, I think the way that he sometimes twists the facts.
Right, but I'm asking about that on him.
He was just convicted of 34 counts in a court of 34 counts of a felony in a due process by a jury of his peers.
What was the crime? What was the crime, Congresswoman?
What was the crime?
Yeah.
The crime was that he lied to people. He manipulated payments that were being made. He violated the law in terms of why was he making these payments.
Do you see any similarity? Do you see any similarity to the 51 intelligence officials who lied about the Hunter Biden laptop right before the 2020 election, calling it Russian disinformation?
Good question. I doubt she's going to answer it, but great question. We have been teaching people how to grow online. It's been absolutely amazing. We have 3 people who have been able to reach monetization in less than 30 days. Growing YouTube channels, some from 0 people. We have one guy who had 2 subscribers before he started working with me. He started helping him. His views went up 4.8 million%. We're super excited. If anybody ever want to grow on YouTube, you reach out to me with the word coach. You know what I mean? Shout out to the old rich senators and Congress people and all these. They just got some money. Let me tell you something, man. Whenever my wife and I, we go shopping out Bethesda, we drive through certain areas. Man, those houses, oh my gosh. These houses they live in is crazy. It's nuts. Jeez. Oh, there we got some beautiful houses. I don't know what made me stop and say that, but I just like looking at people's houses. Not that the grass is greener. I don't want to live in their house or take their house. I just admire their houses, beautiful houses.
Hunter Biden, by the way, we have a problem on all sides with Russian disinformation. So I'm never going to downplay. I think we
but specifically, the Hunter Biden laptop was real. They signed a letter saying that it was Russian disinformation. Convicted. Is that a similar situation to what President Trump was just convicted of?
Hunter Biden was in a court and convicted.
No, that was gun charge. That was a very separate situation, different situation. I'm talking about the Hunter Biden laptop. Right before the 2020 election, 51 intelligence officials signed a letter saying it was Russian disinformation. They hid the truth before the election. Is that similar to what Trump was just charged with.
I like Maria. How come y'all never send me any content from Maria? I like Maria, man. Yeah, I like Maria. She is a beast, bro. She is serious. Wow. Okay, let's go. I'm here for it. Yeah, Maria, keep giving her the business. She is keeping her toes in her back pockets.
You know, there's an investigation going into that
Is there?
laptop. I don't have the facts. I think you're going to hear a lot more about this laptop in the coming months. I'm not privy, Maria, and about what was on there, what wasn't.
Right.
What
No,
happened,
I'm just asking
and
if it's
I
a
don't
similar
speculate.
situation. Is it a similar situation that people hid truth before the election in 2020 about Hunter Biden, and now Trump was just charged with, I guess, hiding truth ahead of an election about a $130,000 payment he made to a porn star? Is it the same?
It's the same.
First of all, I don't have all the facts,
It's the
so I'm
same.
careful.
Nah, you should have all the facts, though, because this laptop been out since 2017, right? Right? Am I mistaken? It didn't just now come out in 2019 or right before the election, like 1 month before the election. No, it was out for a minute. And then some people with big platforms got kicked off of Twitter. They lost their daggone Twitter platform because they were bold enough to talk about that laptop, or they were bold enough to put a couple of those pictures or a little bit of the, videos out there. You know what I mean? I don't know why they removed it or why they were kicked off the platforms, but it seems to me like Hunter was being protected. No, not Hunter. It seems to me like Joe Biden was being protected, because if we all had access to that laptop and everything in it, guess who would not have been the 46th president? Go ahead answer. Come on, this is an easy pop quiz. This is going to be the easiest question I ever asked. The easiest question I ever asked. Go ahead. Okay, she's not going to answer. Joe Biden, the same guy that used to bully on Pop when he was back in the day. Yeah, that guy. He probably wouldn't be the 46th president if we all would have had access to that laptop. But they hid it. They hid that bad boy. And now they're like, it's too late now. What they going to do? Let everybody have fun with it. Whatever. They are sacrificing Hunter so that they can continue to look like they are fair. Y'all are not fair, man. How many of y'all falling for this? Please let me know how many of y'all are falling for this game that they are playing, bruh. I'm not falling for the game, man. Not at all.
I'm sorry.
I think I don't have all the facts. I think a lot of people were looking for facts, didn't know what the Biden computer was. I still don't know. I think this Trump trial happened after I don't know all the facts related to this. I read lots of stuff.
Well, I know that the DOJ used the laptop as evidence in the gun trial against Hunter Biden. So they obviously looked at the laptop. They said that it is real. And we knew that it was real at the time, but 51 intelligence officials said it wasn't. They lied.
Well, I don't have the letter in front of me. Look, nobody's above the law. I want to make that really clear.
Of course. That's their saying right there. That is their saying. They're told to say that. That was in the email. Everybody say nobody's above the law. Everybody say convicted felon. Okay, now that Hunter's a convicted felon, we're not going to say that anymore. We're going to take convicted felon out of what we talk about. Talking points, no more convicted felon, okay? Because people just going to throw that back. As soon as they say Trump is a convicted felon, we're going to say, well, so is Hunter. They can't talk about that no more. But they do want things to seem like they are fair all across the board. Seem. They not fooling nobody, bro.
Nobody. The rule of law needs to work in this country. We've seen it twice now in the last month. People have been convicted. And I want to know that the rule of law works. Nobody. And I don't care if they're Republican or Democrat or who they are, wherever. The rule of law is a very important fact in our country.
I totally agree. Do you think President Trump has been treated fairly in these last 6 years?
Yeah, I do. I think that media on both sides can go after people, but I think Donald Trump's brought on a lot of his own problems, quite frankly.
I think she said Donald Trump has brought on a lot of his own. No, lady, you guys have been setting this up from the gate. You guys have been doing some extraordinary work and making sure that you was trying to make sure you was trying to take him off of ballots. What type of work has he done to be taken off of ballots in different states? He had to fight that. Y'all tried to take his money. Y'all tried to make sure that y'all put Respucia, what's her name? Letitia James. I call her Respucia Lattimore from Norbit. I don't know if y'all ever seen Norbit, but when you get an opportunity, Google Norbit Respucia. All right. Letitia James, same people. All right. And if you don't think they're the same people, then let me ask you this then. Since you're so smart, have you ever seen Letitia James and Respucia in the same room at one time? Huh? Have you ever seen them in the same place at one time? No, you have not, because I'm just saying, maybe it's not two people, maybe it's one. Until you start picking up what I'm putting down, you need to play catch up.